I thought we had a more complete game today. The effort was definitely there in all three periods. We cleaned up a little bit of the mess we had the last game, and I feel like today guys kind of bought in a little bit more and were willing to do the smaller details today, and it's definitely a good thing to see for the future. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's a great player. We got a lot of good players up there and throughout our lineup, so it's kind of good. Not everyone's gonna be able to kind of take off each night, but I'm glad that kind of over the last couple games, our big guys are definitely stepping up, and it's running kind of through the lineup right now, and it's definitely going to be a big factor come playoff time to have guys stepping up at different times in different games. So it's huge, and I'm happy for them. Yeah, definitely. I think it comes off the ice. We're definitely a really tight group this year. Like last year, we had a really tight group, and I feel like it goes a long way when kind of everyone's there for each other. Not arguing over ice time or who's on what power play unit or penalty kill. I feel like once everyone gets past that and everyone's just kind of happy to be out there playing for each other, I think then you kind of get to the point where you're a dominant team. And I feel like once you get everyone going, then it's like I said, you become a dominant team. And I think we're slowly getting there. And I think guys are kind of getting it now. And like you said before, last year we definitely had a little bit of inconsistency troubles. So I think this year I'm trying to get a step ahead of that and kind of right the ship before anything happens. So I'm definitely glad to see guys are definitely trying, and I'm excited for what's going to happen. Yeah, definitely. I mean, last year I had quite the rivalry, obviously in the playoffs with North Bay. So I think going back in that building with a different team is definitely going to bring a bit more of an edge to our game. And I know I've watched these two teams play really hard against each other. I know it's kind of the northern rivalry, so I'm definitely kind of excited to be part of it now. And I know a few guys on the other team, and I'm definitely glad to be going back in that building. They got the advantage definitely in their barn. It's definitely really loud. They get the crowd into it really quick. So I think for us to go down there and kind of battle it out with them, it'll be good to have a home and home, and it'll kind of gear us up and get ready for the rest of the season also.
Again, those are two big points for us. Nobody was happy with the way we played Friday night. Nobody was happy with the results. So, I mean, it's hard to bounce back after a loss like that. I mean, they were good at practice yesterday. I thought they came out, they had a good practice. They came out today, and I mean, the one thing we did real well is I thought we limited their number of shots and scoring chances. So, I mean, we know we can score goals. We just got to keep getting better in our end. We got to keep keeping the goals against down, and it's going to help us win games down the road. Well, again, I mean, North Bay is a tough team to play. I mean, we're going to take it one game at a time. I mean, when we play at home, we got to win games. That's not even an option for us. We've got it. But when we go into North Bay, that's a team that plays well defensively. They've got some high-end players. We got to go in there, and we know if we can keep our goals against down, just play solid between the blue line, in the neutral zone, not giving up, chances coming through there, because they do have a lot of speed coming through. They've got a couple guys in the scoring that can, really hurt you if you give them those chances. So our focus is going to be all about playing good defensively. We got to play well. We got to be better every game, and obviously discipline's a big part of it. We go in there, we can't give them any odd man advantages in terms of penalties and power plays. So we've got to be on top of our game completely, but defense is what we got to focus on for the next 3 days to go into North Bay. Well, I mean, both teams. You don't have teams. You don't have franchises without good fan base. And I mean, North Bay's got a great fan base, not quite as good as ours. We think we have the best, and you always want to play well for your fans. I mean, whether you're at home or on the road, you always see Wolves jerseys in the stands, and when we're here, you see a lot more of them, and they're no different. So, two very proud organizations, and so close in proximity. I mean, you want to win. You want to do well for your fans, and you want to do well for your team. So there's a lot on the line for both teams, for sure.